When something's added to our inventory, something happens. When we pick up an item, we get a dopamine release, which triggers what's called the endowment effect. This means that we assign value to something simply because we own it. So the developers of Diablo 4 know this, and they make all sorts of tweaks to things, further juice that dopamine release. We can mark something as important, we can transmog it, we can modify it, temper it, re-roll it, etc. So what ends up happening is that our inventory, 2 or 3 slots, become filled with important items that I'll never use. And this is because of the endowment effect. The cause of the endowment effect is loss aversion. So whenever I look at these pieces in my inventory, I'm thinking, maybe I'll make a Boulder Druid someday. Maybe I do need more crit strike chance. Sometimes I do these things and I do make the Boulder Druid, or I do craft that extra pair of gloves into something better than I currently have. But most of the time I don't. And I just keep it all because I'm greedy. So this is the cause of the endowment effect, and it is called loss aversion, which is a fear-based tendency to hold on to things because we believe that we will be better off with them one day than without them. And the more I let loss aversion win, that line of items grows in my inventory, until sometimes it even fills the entire top row. So this is kind of like a digital hoarding phenomenon. And if left unchecked, it can lead us to feeling no value about all of our items whatsoever, yet holding on to them for no reason. This isn't a bad thing, it just means that we assign value to what we pick up in the game. So how does this apply to stash space? There's a huge push right now because we need more stash space than ever because we have a bunch of new items in the game from the expansion. Well, guess what happens when we have more of something we want? It loses value. The loot filter is a good answer to this because it requires us to be proactive about what we assign value to rather than reactive, because when we're reactive about it, we tend to hold on to things. Do I have the answer? Not necessarily. I'm not a game developer, but here's the deal. The answer is not infinite stash tabs. No. If anything, we class dedicated extra stash tabs and maybe unlimited stash tabs for things like keys. And honestly, this video isn't even about the answer. I don't care about the answer. What I want is for you to understand why this is a problem in the first place. It's a problem because we have too much stuff. If there's anything this expansion proved, it's that the developers will listen to us. So before we go off causing a prison riot over a couple more extra stash tabs, so here's what I want you to think about. How much of the gear in your stash right now is there because you're actually going to use it, and how much of it is there because of the endowment effect and loss aversion? Do you salvage those items? Do you use a loot filter? Would you still need extra stash tabs if you did? And most importantly, if you got what you wanted, would you even want it anymore? Or are we all just a bunch of dogs chasing cars? Anyways, thanks so much for watching. If you made it this far, press that like button if you liked the video. If you like me, subscribe. Peace.